Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I'm on my job, I get it done, but you should know that. Shine like a sun of 101, you should know that. I get the front and in the back, you should know that. No need to stun, it's never cap, you should know that. All I know, 10 toes, never fold, bang roll, on the go, ice wall, ice wall, ice wall. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. Came for my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. I miss my baby, so I hit them on the FaceTime. I need it all for them, so no, I cannot waste time. Facing these oceans, feel the water on my waistline. We trust the process and I only know it takes time. You can get it, got no worries, I'm gon' make mine. Going global, I'ma get it out the state lines. Paying taxes at a more than what you make now. Different bracket, eating off a different plate now. For my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, and play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. For my wins, I need my ends. This life is real, can't play pretend. Came off the bench, I get it in, I get it in, I get it in. It's only 8 a.m. I won't do it for the ground. I know I'm a man. I'm my 2020. Whoa, whoa. Woke up to deposits and it's only 8 a.m. Do it for the fam, I don't do it for the gram. Do it for my daughters, do it for my little man. That's my 2020. Reason why I win. Lot of missed calls, looking bloody in my call log. I bet to myself, I'm not sorry that I logged, dog. Check my mental health, I was feeling like a lost dog. Bounce back and wipe my paws off. Get it off the humble and I stick to what I know. Nights on top of nights, long nights took a toll. Took some steps back, but I still get up and I go. And now you know, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, Every day I wake up, I'ma send it. Pressure on me daily, got the family on my back. Dreams are getting bigger, put the city on my map. World inside my palm, but I'll try not to get attached. Moment that is here, could be over just like that. Fast car, no NASCAR. I was never working hard, I guess I'm mad smart. Top speed like a rocket, it was blast off. 6 figures from my couch without a mask on. Waited for my cycle like a laundry mat. Going to the moon, it's on top and that. 2 straight years of dropping back to back. Epidemic jumping like an acrobat. I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, yeah. New Jeep, no doors with it, no. I won't stop now, who you kidding, kidding. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma send it, I'ma send it. Every day I wake up, I'ma send it, I'ma make some and I'ma spend it, Every day I wake up, I'ma send it.
Good morning all. Hope you're all well. Hope we're all well in Zoom. Hope we're all well here in YouTube chat. And yeah, let's get it. Let me see how all systems go. Looking good, looking good. And yeah, let's have a look what we got going on for today. So start off here with the news as always, right? Have a look what we got going. Clean day today. French bank holiday, but not too much of an issue since we trade GBP bank opens and the rest of the European banks are open. So it's not like a major one. So I'm not too worried about that. Otherwise, pretty clean throughout the whole day. Markets waiting, in terms of news, I think we have, this is going to be the big one, which is going to be interest rate decision here. So we can speak a little bit about interest rate decision. So what can we expect to happen here? Well, looking at what the US did, keeping rates higher for longer, if there's any talks tomorrow about interest rates being reduced, we will see pound drop tomorrow and we will see pound continue down. Looking at what the UK might do, I think they will mention it, but we need to have a guideline. Like, this is going to be very important. Even the one on the 17th, this is actually one the whole market's waiting for. Which one is this? Where is the USD next CPI report? The next USD CPI report, it's not the 17th, but the next CPI report coming from the US is going to be super important. Reason being is that it's they're basically saying that they might not even cut rates for the whole year, which is nuts, right? When they plan to have 6 rate cuts, then the plan changed to have 2 rate cuts, and then the plan changed now. Possibly, if we see next inflation come back a little bit higher, guess what's going to happen? We're going to see them say no rate cuts, which is obviously going to drop, we're going to see dollar strength come into the market. We're going to see that drop gold, etc. But leading into tomorrow, looking at overall economy, probably see them keep rates the same in terms of not reducing rates. I see them keeping rates the same, but the discussion, if they plan to do rates, is going to be very important. And if we see that happen, right? If we see them cut once or cut twice or talk about cutting, that's obviously going to bring pound weakness. But we need to see what they say, either if they're going to cut once or cut twice. I do expect GBP and the euro to cut before the US. So I will expect them to cut, but they just need to give us a timeline and let us know what's going on. So that's what's going to be interesting about tomorrow, but we can speak about that in the morning. Yeah, now looking at obviously the chart here. If we go have a look at the chart here. Yesterday, obviously, we pushed down during London here. I was saying that I'm continuing with a bullish bias from yesterday. We can see how that bounced off. We tried to continue here. We got to this next 15-minute resistance, ranged for the rest of the session, and then just kind of now back to where we were basically. So looking at the charts here, start off on the daily time frame here. How is previous daily close? Based on this price action, previous daily here should have closed bullish. Yeah, it is closing just about bullish here. We haven't broken the current daily wick high here, so that's going to be, if we want to see continuation, we need to start getting above that high preferably. Now looking at 4 hour, we're still stuck within this range here. We can mark that 4 hour resistance here, this 4 hour resistance right here. For me, 194 is more important than the 4 hour resistance, because every time this wick crosses through it, we crossed through it once and twice yesterday, right? So that once shows me, okay, not as important as 194, and then we cross through it again. Now us crossing through the resistance kind of shows us that it's not as relevant. But if we were to mark it to see what's happening on lower time frames, 4 hour resistance, just to see if it has been relevant, we can mark it, right? Now if we move down to the 1 hour, we can see, yeah, it is a 1 hour resistance as well. So we did react off it, not react, but we did close below it here. Is it important on 15? No, we're not seeing much action on it on 15. 30-minute as well, yeah, kind of also a 30-minute resistance. So this is kind of your 30-minute and your 1 hour resistance here. Now if we were to push to there, how much space do we have? We do have a little bit of a resistance right here. This is a 15-minute resistance. Now it's not the best range, because we don't, Asian session again has been very clean. 5 a.m. my time has been very clean since Monday. Look at this, right? Look at this. If we see 5 a.m., go to 5 a.m., look at 5 a.m. Setup 1, close above the range, continuation, right? Breakout trade. Look at the next day, 5 a.m., Asian session. Setup 1, close above the range, continuation. Look at today. Setup 1, close above the range, boom, continuation. So it's been very clean actually, Asian session, which is normally not the, not really the way. that we normally see things here. So looking at these ranges here, let's see how much we have. Who want to wake up early? Well, yeah, you wake up early for 1 week of the year, right? That actually works. 4 pips to there, not really the best, to be honest. 4 pips, it's kind of a small range, you know, 4 pips. This whole range from here to here is 10 pips. I saw some of the plans in the group. Some of the boys posted one of a plan was to take buys above 194 here. That could make sense, but you know, we're just dealing with a little bit of a small range, so we need volume to push through. You know, you have 5 pips, you're basically going break even quite fast because of the small ranges we're dealing with. Same thing here, to be honest. Now if I'm looking at 1 hour close, how this 1 hour is closing, I mean, you do technically have till the 1 hour resistance. You know, same thing on 30 minute, you have till the 30-minute resistance. So yeah, maybe above the 4 hour here would make sense, something closing above that, or to try trade to it. I don't mind try trading to it. It's kind of the same trade I took yesterday, where I'm trading from here back to it. It's exactly the same, you know. It will just, you get to it and see what's happened. If we get an extra push, we get an extra push. So it's just copying the same trade as yesterday. But what I need to see is, I need to see, obviously we have this is new. This wasn't there yesterday. Yesterday we didn't have a resistance here to the left. Our resistance was down here. So now we have a new resistance here. We probably need something closing above, and then maybe we could trade towards there. But preferably it's a bit early, right? It's a bit early, so I'd like to see that happen in the next, maybe by the hour close would be nicer. Now, is sells a question today? I was very puzzled about this. Counting on volume to break the 4 hour sounds good. Yes, but we need to be doing that closer to when we can count on the volume to break through it, right? Such as New York Open as yesterday, or today either Frankfurt, or we need something like London, right? So, and the difference is also we haven't had, I mean, we could consider this a liquidity grab, but yesterday's liquidity grab was a lot more decent, as we had multiple lows being printed, and then we went grab liquidity and closed above. That's what gave the confidence yesterday. But we do have somewhat of a liquidity grab here. Now, do I think we can sell from here? Well, you know, it's very possible that we could just reject 194 again for a second time here and play within this range. It's a very tight range, and if we look at where we are at the range, we're at the top of the range. So it's quite a hard spot to trade, to be honest, because we're at the top of the 1 hour range, we're at the top of the 30-minute range, we're at the top of the 4 hour range, we're at the top, almost at the top of the 15-minute range. So realistically, I rather this break down here right now, and we can take buys back up, kind of like yesterday, right? So I rather see this break down, and then we take buys towards the upside. Now, if we move on to gold, that's basically GJ, right? If we move on to gold here, gold has been pushing up here this morning. What time was this? 6 o'clock, had this big push up here. I wonder if anything caused that. Let's have a little look in financial juice just to see what's going on, what's happened here. I need to refresh. That looks like from yesterday. Let's have a little look. All right, Bank of Japan offers instantaneous lending. Okay, fine, that's interesting. Purchases part of monetary policy. All right. Government offers to debt spotting and debt on spot in morning lending offer. Okay. Monetary policy should be, so we had Bank of Japan speaking this morning. The US and Japan reportedly agree on FX intervention, and that's something that I was saying, right? That's something that I was saying, is that you know, that's the exact thing I was saying, is that Japan can't intervene without US's approval. Reason being is that US has to, they're selling dollar, right? So they're selling their dollar reserve. So that's the thing. So they did agree with that. I wonder if that's they're admitting that they did intervene, or they're agreeing to more interventions. Hope not. Yeah, so we had a lot of speeches last night, huh? FX influence more than just US rate difference. Cannot comment whether US agreed on Japan. Alright, a lot has been said. Wow. Bank of Japan weakness. Yen imposes inflation risk. Yes. Warns of possible action taken excessive FX movements. What I understand is they will intervene again. No, I think that they're admitting that that was interventions. Because see, look, monthly intervention data to be disclosed end of month, right? Which we're at the beginning of the month. Japan aware of media reports on FX intervention, weak yen, positive and negative sides. Does not comment on government intervention. Warns that confirmation of intervention could affect future actions. Closely monitoring recent currency fluctuations, fine. FX impacts. Monetary policy doesn't control FX. Wow, they said a lot, huh? There we go, that's it. Wow, they had a big speech last night. I'm surprised market didn't move as much, right? You didn't see anything realistically happen here. But let's have a look at gold here. So nothing really happening on gold in terms of news. You know, if we look at what has happened on daily time frame and work our way down as always here, start off on the daily time frame, we are still within this range. You can see candle close bullish here, next candle closing bearish, so you can just see us starting to chop. Markets are starting to chop now. Same thing is happening on GJ. We're creating a range, same thing on gold. So I expect gold to continue playing this range here. The top of the range for now being a 2338, bottom of the range for now, I would say you could say 2300. Realistically, full bottom of the range 2284, but that's the range we're playing within now. So if we're looking at 4-hour time frame, we have previous daily closing bullish, previous 4-hour closing nicely bullish here as well. That's a nice 4-hour bullish close. It does entitle us, you know, to look to come and tap in, into 23, 20, you know, 3, something like that. 23, yeah. 23, into that spot there. If we bring back drawings and see what we got going, yeah, that's still daily resistance here. Yeah, all those drawings look actually quite good here. 4-hour support don't have marked. Now, the thing is, we've had quite a V-shaped recovery. Price likes to recover some of that V-shape. So, looking for buys, where are you looking for buys? Pretty messy ranges here, right? Let's have a look. 1 hour, see if it cleans up on 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour looks a little bit more cleaner than what we're working with right now, but still not the cleanest here. Let's see 30 minutes as well. Yeah, we have this kind of resistance zone here. We can mark this as a 30. Wonder if this is even more relevant here. Something like this. Let's see what that is. Yeah, there we go. So we can put this as a 30. So I guess breakout buys would be above there to fill the wick, right? Because you target the wick here. I don't like that there's so many rejection wicks though. So I'd probably have to see support above here to go and fill. How big is that range? It's like a 34 pip range. Yeah, if you could get support above here, it's going to be a lot better. 30-minute close above and support formed. Because on 15, it's not a clean trade. But on 30-minute, we do have clean candles and a wick. So you'd need a 30-minute close above and some sort of support on 5-minute or something to look for that. If we're looking to sell, right, based on previous daily closing bearish here, we are technically mixed session. I mean, that 4-hour candle here is giving a lot of information, you know, with that big liquidity grab towards downside. I think sells are going to make sense once we break back inside of the range, to be honest, because we're holding this high-low structure here. You can see high lows, high lows, high lows. So if we're going to sell, it has to be back inside the range. And probably, again, seeing some sort of 5-minute structure, something below here. If I look at 30-minute, yeah, that's the same zone. 1 hour would be breaking back in. 1 hour is even a little bit lower here. But I feel like if you can get that 5-minute structure as well, that's probably where your sells would be most likely to play out, right? I would say below that zone there. And yeah, that's basically what I'm looking at here. And yeah, that's basically the analysis for both here. It's actually, you know, we're within a range, so it's pretty simple, straightforward analysis. For my guys who are trading GU, let's have a look at GU. Oh, on new lows here. Dump over yesterday. Yeah, quite a clean dump, filling this whole range now. So yeah, that's good continuation from yesterday. What time did this dump here happen? I think that was a good option, if not this one. This one happened around 20. Yeah, pretty late, right? Very late continuation here. Basically, random time for that to happen. But if we look here at 4-hour time frame, actually start daily here. I want to start on daily. Daily now closing bearish. 4-hour time frame as well now, also closing bearish down here, close to the lows though. We're very, very close to this 4-hour support. 1-hour time frame as well. At support, so your 1-hour time frame is basically at support right now. Yeah. You need pullbacks, resistance created to continue down bearish. That's going to be what you would need here on GU. Looking for continuation below these hour lows, that's where you can get a liquidity grab that ends up going up and playing that bounce play, right? Playing that bounce play. So you have to be very careful with that. So I'd be careful selling into these lows. Yeah, I'd be careful selling into this. If you are going to sell into these lows, you really need to be quick. I wouldn't personally do it myself. We're too close to 4-hour support. Not 4-hour support, sorry. Yeah, it is the 4-hour support right here. How much is that? Maybe like 3-4 pips? Yeah, 2 pips. Not really the best range. Plans for today? Let's have a look. GJ plans leaving the whole range here. Only problem is, I like this buy plan. Only problem is if you're looking for buys once we break the range, you probably get this. You probably come up here. Change the color. Right, if that happens in London, you're probably going to get this. If it triggers you, you probably get that. And then it does this. So probably if you're going to trigger something after such a big push, you'll need wide stop loss to account for pullbacks, range, and then continuation later on. If not, then this is something probably that will work out by New York, to be honest. You know? Because that would be a target. Unless we get a very fat candle like this, which is, you know, which we haven't seen just yet. But if we do get that, that will change things. But that's what we have to wait for. Some sort of fat candle like that to give us that type of plan. Buying from the bottom of the range, always a clear idea to do that. For gold, yeah, same point. Buys, you're looking all the way above here. Again, I think that would be something by New York probably. I think you can buy based on a 30-minute time frame, which we just did the analysis. Right, I think based on a 30-minute time frame, buys above here makes sense. Bro, how many pairs should I focus on? I focus on 2 pairs. You know, I focus on 2 pairs, you know. I used to trade GJ, GU, gold, and USD JPY, and I miss many trades. That's why I hate focusing on many pairs. Yeah, that's the problem. You don't want to confuse yourself, and also if you're trading 2 GBP pairs, if they're moving different directions, it can start to confuse you and all of that stuff. So you don't want to be going with that type of thing, right? So yeah, that's the analysis, boys and girls. Hope you guys enjoyed the analysis. If you did enjoy the analysis, you know what to do. If we could do the YouTube business, 360 of us in here. Appreciate everyone showing up. If you can get the likes to 150 likes, I would appreciate that. Hate to say it, but part of the game. Yeah, goal is to get the stream to 800 viewers, and then we do a giveaway. Little target for fun. Always good to set goals. I'm very conservative on gold. Yeah, if you are going to be conservative, then that is the pair to be conservative on. Let me see if I missed anything in chat here. Harry, when will the setup 4 webinar be? There is already setup 4 webinar. All you have to do is you go to my website and it says free webinar. This webinar reveals how to make a weekly setup 4. So it's already there. It's just on WAP. Look, free, not the exclusive. If you just click the free, you can get access to it. Little gift in there for you as well. But yeah, I already made it. It's recorded and it's for you guys to gain access to, right? So all you have to do is just press the gain access, and that's it. You get that. You get that. You get that. I can post the link for you in chat if you want. Here you go. That's the one for the free webinar. Hi Harry, thanks for the stream. Bless you in all you do. Oh no, Japan talks again. Old Kakisaki yelling at anyone. Yeah, man, he was talking last night. But giving quite mixed. Bank of Japan never gives a clear outline. They always give mixed responses. Good day, can't wait for the webinar. Yeah, just click the link and you get the webinar for free. People don't realize how hard it is to trade live every day. GG's, bro. Yeah, it's just, we're trading for it in these when we're seeing moves come at different times. You just have to listen to the plan and take the trades when they come, right? And that's how it's going to work, right? Listen to the plan, take the trades when it comes. And that's what I kind of encourage, like all my guys in the exclusive, like these days. I mean, if you compare to like, let's say beginning of the year or even last year, if you compare to that, every time London session at a specific time, we were getting very consistent moves. Now you have to remember there's been a generational shift in the way that the markets are now moving, okay? And I don't think many people understand this, and I want to discuss this, right? So we're in a very interesting phase. Since 2020, we've had a very interesting phase in the markets where we were in a recovery phase, right? RF means recovery phase. These were when economies were recovering. This is when we were seeing interest rates starting to be increased, inflation starting to go up, and we were in this whole boom cycle here, right? Now, with interest rate reductions, we're seeing markets start to boom. Now those reductions are being called off with elections, with now Bank of Japan changing policy after 15 years. And now, with all of this happening, we're kind of in this stage where it's like, okay, what's the next phase gonna be? Right? Oh yeah, RP, my bad. My bad. So now we're in this stage where we're kind of making an idea, okay, fine, we've done the recovery, now what's next? And the market's a little bit confused because one minute they're saying interest rates are gonna be reduced. The next minute they say they're gonna be kept the same. Now we've seen Bank of Japan change their policy after 15 years. Then we see the biggest rally and short squeeze from Bank of Japan, followed by the heaviest interventions that's happened in history. Right? This is the heaviest interventions that's happened. To have two interventions back to back, over 500 pip pullback is no joke. Right? It's no joke. I've not seen the pair pull back in one candle 700 pips here. Right? And in another 4-hour candle here, 500 pips, right? It's a very big move, right? We've never seen that, right? This is GJ. If you remember at the beginning of the year, when we were in the phase, we were targeting 12 pips, 11 pips, because ranges were smaller back then, if you remember. So we're seeing that happen. Same thing with gold. We had a huge boom cycle here. Very easy during NY, catching breakout trades. If you didn't know how to catch breakout trades, then that's going to be something you need to look back on, because this will happen again. You need to look back on, okay, how do I catch breakout trades here to maximize this? And now that we're starting to see that confusion about interest rates in terms of, being reduced, we're seeing it consolidate. Right, followed by again a blow off top here where we have what? A 900, almost 1,000 pip pullback, followed by here another 1,200 pip pullback, right? So now we're in a phase where it's like market needs to decide potential elections. We're seeing now market waiting for CPI. So this is in a phase that we get maybe once every 4 years. We run into this type of phase, okay, where we see macroeconomic shift, right? The last time we had that was when? 2020. You guys know what happened at 2020. 4 years later, like I said, every 4 years, what year are we in now? Oh, guess what? We're in 2024. So 4 years later, what are we seeing? Them start to talk about reducing interest rates. And that's a 4-year cycle, right? So we're seeing this 4-year cycle. 1 minute, I'm just putting something on charge. So we're seeing this 4-year cycle happen, and traders, right? Traders need to be able to adapt and understand that macro time frame. This is a time where we need to be understanding what's happening on macroeconomics, because 1 to 2 months of uncertainty in the market can lead to 3 to 4 years of 3 to 4 years of nice continuation, or something that's a little bit more sustainable here in the markets. And that's how it's literally working right now. That doesn't mean that it's not tradable. For sure it's tradable, but we need to understand that what's going on and adapt to that, right? Adapt to pushing pushing different positions. Now, if we just end up in a low volume ranging market, which we've seen not always happen. Remember, last week GJ was untradeable, so this is the first week back that we can trade GJ. Last week we traded gold the whole week, and we took positions. So obviously markets are definitely tradable. Last week was a pretty average week, I would say. I don't think last week was very complicated. Total for me, including NY, 2% last week. Good for beginning of the month, if you ask me. Now this week, up 1% from yesterday. Pretty standard week, right? Pretty standard week. First trade I take on GJ in the last 2 weeks was yesterday. I haven't traded GJ for 2 weeks, and the last trade we take, and it's the same plan that we sent, right? Same plan that we sent. We talked about since the morning, right? We talked about it in the morning about looking for that continuation of buys here, right? Looking for the continuation of buys, right? Another thing I want to discuss is that some people were asking me, why was it not relevant to look at a 4-hour resistance? So that's obviously a good question. Now, if I found it a problem, I wouldn't have put it in my plan. But the main reason here is if you rewind to that scenario yesterday to look at the trade, we had a massive rejection wick from the downside. I'm seeing this as a liquidity grab for potential continuation, right? I'm seeing it something like this. You see how this 4-hour resistance, nothing happens there, we just blast through it. So I'm expecting something similar here, where we have that liquidity grab and we blast through it, right? Reason being is because we tapped that resistance with this candle here. You see this candle went into the resistance, and when you investigate that on lower time frames, you can see there was no reaction at that resistance when we tapped it the first time. Okay, so since we went through it, okay, now we tapped this 15. My idea is fine. If we close above this, obviously my markup was different yesterday. Support was here. If we close above, only after doing a liquidity grab. Now, if you look at the plan, the only way you could have entered this is if we see liquidity grab. And I write it here. Look at this here. And this is very important, right? Is to say we have to see buys above here if first liquidity grab. Only if first we see the liquidity grab. So we did see that here. And that's giving you the confidence that if price has to grab liquidity, then closing above the range, it has no reason to go back down. Otherwise, this would have let it gone down. Right? Otherwise, this would have let it gone back down. So then when we're closing above, breaking the high, 4 hours somewhere around here, you can watch that. If reaction happens, starts to come down, get out break even. Who cares? But give it a shot to your next 15-minute resistance and then see what's up there. If you can squeeze a little bit more, you can squeeze to key level, and if it still continues, you can squeeze to up here. And that's how that worked, right? That's why you try to attempt that. Did you take buys on GJ yesterday? Yeah, I did. I did. Because that was my plan from the morning, right? I had bullish buys from the morning. I wasn't interested in these sells here because I felt that price at any time could create support and continue up. Now, if we look at analysis from higher time frames, what is more correct? Do we look more bearish or more bullish? Well, overall, if we're being realistic, we're in a range. But for me, this is more of a bullish range than a bearish range because we're not breaking down. We failed to break down and created a higher low. So that means me looking from a bullish perspective yesterday was a lot better, right? Means that analysis was correct. And that's my point. You don't know where this support could have came. It could have came here. It could have came all the way up here. It could have came here. But the point is that once the support came, that's where your move came. What's your thoughts on gold? We did the analysis on gold. I think what I'm gonna... Let me know, guys, if you can read this. Can you read that? Is that big enough? Let me know in YouTube chat. Let me know on YouTube chat. Is that big enough to read? This text here? Because I'll start writing the plans like that. It's not big enough? Should be big enough. Let's see. Larger would be helpful. Okay, then we'll just put it as text then. $18 is massive, guys. 18 is massive. You're kidding me? 18? You want 18? 18 is massive. That's too much. Let's see how big. Let's see how big that is. It's too big, man. I don't like it. I'm just gonna put it as extra text. That will be fine. There we go. Oh shit. DJ is a tough one, man. I wonder if these buys above here, this will be a very aggressive buys above here. You have to be happy with potential break even here. Yes, but we can't read it? No, now you should be able to read this. You can't read this, then you need to go to the eye doctor. I'm sorry. I don't think you'll be suitable to trade if you can't read this. Otherwise, you can't read the numbers on the side of your screen. Good now? Okay, great. Top man, you're helpful, man. Thank you, brother. What is my trading style? Price action based trading style. How did the hour close? Oof, not the best 1 hour close here, right? Look at this 1 hour close. Technically did slightly close above though. So if we're being picky, it did technically. You know, you can give it that. But that's about it. That's all it did. Do you think gold will rebalance that morning move on minute 5, minute 15? The thing is, it can do for sure, but I think that will be more likely once we break below 23.15, 894. Once we break below that, that's going to be more likely to try to rebalance some of this or retrace some of this, however you want to call it. Until then, we're still bullish structured here, right? Because look at this gold, right? Look at this, not gold, the 4 hour. It's a very, very strong 4 hour candle close. But yeah, it would be healthy for it to try, but if it doesn't want to do it, then it doesn't have to, right? Give me a sec, I'll go toilet and come back. Sending him some super chat when he isn't around? You didn't send any super chat. Don't need your super chat. Thank you very much. Mr. TS, are we on gold USD buys? Not just yet though. Not just yet. Let me do it like this. This is 20. So let me do it like this, because I can't keep moving it around. It's annoying. Put the 20. Is way too big. You can see it at 16. There we go. $14 should be big enough. You guys can see 14? That looks clean for my chart as well. Do you take consideration fair value gaps in your strategy? No, I trade based on LTAs. Bro, win-loss ratio is wrong because calculated based on number of trades. You know why? You could win 10 trades, each 10 pips, which means 100 pips, but you could lose one trade minus 100 pips. Yeah, but I mentioned the pips that I lose here, right? You can see I put here this trade minus 27, this trade 30, this trade minus 18, this trade 20. I put the amounts of pips, so you can see how much pips is lost and how much pips is gained. So it's not wrong. That's in the journal, right? And now I've even started adding percentages, right? Because percentages even matter. Alright, GJ trying to break through the zone here. What we got going on? 13 minutes for this candle to close here. I need a candle close. I'm not comfortable taking without a candle close or a 5-minute close. Because no 1 hour closed above. If the 1 hour closed above, then I'll be comfortable taking it. Right? With maybe a 5-minute close or something like that. But without a 5-minute close, I find it extremely tough. Could you explain LTAs briefly? Yeah, they just stand for lobster trading areas. Changed the name to now lobster trading areas. And it's clean candles, man. So fair value gaps are like where you have those kind of clean candles where there's gaps between the candles. Whereas LTAs are just full on clean candles, right? So a nice LTA would be like this on gold here. This is a very clean LTA because there's nothing obstructing your trade. Moves down cleanly, right? Because if we seen a clean move up, we can expect a clean move down, right? How many guys yesterday paid attention to yesterday's stream and took buys on GJ after stream? How many guys of you guys took buys on GJ either in New York or in London? Let's see. Did you pay attention? Or were you disciplined? Were you disciplined? You got it? All right, good. I know you guys in exclusive. We were discussing all day. Took the buys in GJ and NY. Nice, nice. You bought? Good. I didn't do anything with GJ. You felt insecure with GJ. I can understand. First week back trading GJ. Just let it do its thing. You know, find yourself. That's totally fine as well. You know, for sure. You know, there's no rush. I mean, definitely first week back with GJ here. You open slots beginning of next month? No, we still have around three spots still open. And then we will close it, and then yes, you can join next month. That's how it will work. I did, but I was too greedy. Price came back to my entry point. That's fine as long as you don't let that be a loss. Both of your analysis was spot on. I caught GJ and gold. Yeah, nice Bogdan. Yeah, it was pretty straightforward yesterday. We got both the liquidity grab close above on GJ, and we did get the same thing on gold. But gold made sense more on the 1 hour for me. Took GJ after stream, bottom of the range. I closed out early due to fear of volume time. I respect that though, I respect that. That's not a bad habit, you know, to say, listen, I've got a little bit of a push. And, you know, normally we don't always see volume continue at this time. I'm just going to secure something. So it's not the worst thing. It's not the worst thing. So GJ trying to make its way towards the upside here. I don't really see any potential way you could have entered here unless you take it as an impulsive trader. But if you were to take it as an impulsive trader, then why didn't you enter this trade? Why didn't you enter this trade? Why didn't you enter a lot of the trades? And would have lost all of them, right? You would have entered this, lost, would have stopped you out, stop loss below 15. You would have entered this one here, lost as well. This is why I don't like that impulsive one. So we'll see how this candle closes in 8 minutes here, right? I took setup 2 in this current there's no setup 2. This is right at this heavy resistance here. If this pulled back deeper, then yes, I would agree. I mean, if you took setup 2 from down here, I mean, this is not a time I trade. That would be in terms of the formation of the setup. Yeah, that would be considered a setup. You know, but range is not really worth it. It's very hard with these two resistances here. If you remove these two resistances, would make it a lot easier. I think trading on the 30-minute is going to be a lot clearer here. What's gold saying? Gold as well coming down. To be honest, I prefer the gold sells below here, to be honest. Trading 30-minute brings huge SL, yeah, but we can't trade 15 because we don't have a clean range on 15, so we have to base it on 30. 30 at least, you have till 194 again. As I said, GJ's in a very tough spot. Just got my first payout from funded account last night. Patience and discipline pays off. More to come. Amazing, amazing. Oh, damn. Last month I told you 10% of any trade I take with you, I forgot to send it. You send 5 euros. I appreciate that, brother. You don't have to send any money. I appreciate it, though. 5 euros. Finally, I can put some money in my yacht. Thank God. Now at least I can keep it running for a few more days, right? Thank you for that donation. Now I can donate that and put some petrol in my yacht. So I can pay for that now. Will pay for the petrol in my yacht. Where are you from, bro? I'm originally English. Wouldn't we want close below that level? No, I wouldn't worry too much about that level. Worry more about this higher level here, since this is only one time it tapped into that. If the way you check that, it's a good question though. The way you check is you go on 5 minutes and see if it's something on 5. If it was something on 5, then yes, you need it. That's a good way to check it. So if it was something on 5, then yeah, we have reacted off it. Then I would probably wait for something closing below that. Otherwise, I'd be okay. Do you ever consider 10-minute time frame? No, because it's too much to backtest then, right? Alright, we're getting rejection here on GJ. Very interesting. This is why waiting for closes is always better, because you never know when this rejection is going to come. But once you have a close, you can trust probabilities, right? You can trust probabilities, you know, because now you have the close above. So even if you're getting rejection while in a trade, it's more likely that you're still going to win the trade, right? Whereas here now it's 50-50. Can you speak with a posh accent? I can, but I'm not going to do it. Basically, you're from Dubai, originated from England. Opposite way around. Originated from England, live in Dubai. Come on, read this with a posh accent. Nah, man. 1,500 euros, I'll do it. That's why your accent is so good. It's not a British accent. I'd say my accent is pretty neutral, to be honest. If you just showed up to the stream, be sure to do the YouTube business. Leave a like. I would appreciate it. Get the likes to 200 likes. Would be appreciated. Hate to say it, but you know, part of the game. Today's going to be interesting on the charts. GJ's in a tough spot, so any trades taken on GJ is going to be very interesting to see how they plan out here, as the probabilities are not going to be the highest here. But gold sales look a little bit cleaner than what GJ is setting up to be. Would stop speed at 15? Yeah, I think that would be alright. Alright, buys above 91 look good. Yeah, on 30 minute though, on 30 minute. Would you go full or half? 1% I would put. Might get a close below here, guys. Let's see if we get a close below. I need a decent top wick. Need a, you know, obviously a bottom wick on this candle and then a decent top wick. See, 4 seconds to close. See if it can manage to close below here. Alright, we have managed to close below here. I'd like to see a little bit bigger top wick here would be ideal. See if it can come back up. Possibly could enter half here before a bigger top wick. Yeah, I feel possibly if we can enter probably half before a bigger top wick here. It's a very small top wick. Normally gold likes to make a bigger top wick. Might come right now. Good on the 30-minute? Yeah. Yeah, what I might do here is I might add half a position, maybe half risk on this, because I think it might want to make a bigger top wick since it's London session. So yeah, I'm gonna add here half my position here, so about half risk. Probably once we flip and re-break this 1 minute low like this, which basically right now. So added that. So yeah, basically there. Gonna run stops above the highs. And there we go. We're off to the almost races. So be sure you're using, you know, proper risk and everything on this. Nice. Probably when we reach that yellow line, I'll look to manage at break even. At this yellow line somewhere around here. Somewhere probably around here. This is where this potential bigger top wick can come, right? Which is why we wanted to go half to begin with, right? Because this is where this potential bigger top wick can come. And then if the top wick come, we can enter a second half. If it continues pushing, it continues pushing. If it goes straight to SL, then you lose very little here. Do you train? Yeah, I do train. Any buys on GJ? Not just yet, no. Not at resistance. Probably needed to close above this resistance here. 917. Probably needed to close above there. So here's this bigger top wick that's coming in, right? Remember we discussed about the potential of the bigger top wick. This is what gold likes to do a bigger top wick. Which is why we don't want to go aggressive. Boom, full risk. Now if we start to dump back down below entry here, and then want to come back up, then we can even manage and avoid price coming into drawdown even, right? So that's two ways we can manage the trade right now. Now if this starts coming back to my entry here, you can see this 1 minute support being respected here. I'm probably going to close off at break even here, right? If this starts coming back at my entry like this, I'm going to give this a chance because my entry literally there. And if this flips, then I'm basically, that's where my entry is on this flip here. So then I'll be out, which I'm out. There we go. So I close there because now I want to avoid drawdown. We're respecting the 1 minute structure. Right? If you didn't get out, there's your chance. Because this should have pushed already here. This should have pushed. Again, if you didn't get out, again, here's your chance. One more, you get one more chance here. I probably wait for something closing back down below this level here to avoid this bigger top wick here. Now, in fact, I can get a 1 minute candle closing below here. I can take this as a scalp position to come back down to that point there. Right, as a re-entry here. And then we can avoid all this potential drawdown here, right? So I hope that was clear to you guys. Please listen up if you want to be following what I'm doing here. If you have a different plan, you can follow your plan, but that is my plan right there, right? Break even. Because if it comes back down here, we should see this drive, right? And this is what I mean respecting the 1 hour support. Once it respects the 1 hour support, this is gold in London. Gold in London, you don't play games because when it pulls back, it pulls back. So you have to learn your lesson, right? You have to learn your lesson. So I know that gold has the potential to do this, which is exactly why I got out of that, right? Now, if we can get more of an accurate entry with now 5 minute structure being formed, something closing below 5 minute structure, guess what? Now we have a great position, right? And that's why we exit there. Now we're avoiding this potential drawdown of already 8 pips. And this is just how you have to be tricky with gold in London. It's just gold in London. Nothing really we can do about it. Now we wait for the next position. And that's it. You closed and didn't tell us? No, I did tell you when the 1 minute flips, I'm gonna be out. That was very accurate. I literally went on the 1 minute to show you. As soon as this comes back to entry, be out. For me, my entry was on 1 minute flip. So for me, as 1 minute flipped, I got out. If your entry was before 1 minute flip, then obviously you can get out before. You can get out before. You said more than 3 times? Yeah, I did say more than 3 times. This is gold. We just have to be very aggressive with gold because this is gold in London. It's a different thing here. You can't just be holding it like that. Now, only thing I'm looking for is I want to avoid drawdown because I told you. First of all, I went half and then I told you we can potentially have top wick. So since we already had, I know the potential of a top wick here. All I would say is that fine, I know that this is a potential. Let it happen. I don't have to hold drawdown. And then once it comes back again, I'll take my second entry. You didn't add the other half. No, I didn't. There was no way to add that because I was expecting this bigger top wick. But now if I get a chance to get out before the bigger top wick, then that's it. I'll get out and then I'll wait for re-entry. What about GJ? It needs to close above here. Let's see if it can close above. This is the 30-minute close? No, it's not a 30-minute close. GJ might be a position as well. Above 4 hour, yeah, but you probably want the 30 because 15 is not clean, right? 15 has a resistance right next to it. So on GJ, you probably want the 30-minute to close above. That will be ideal here. If you're taking on 15, I would think it's like a half risk type thing. Maybe with this volume coming through here, it could work. Let's see. Quite like this volume that's coming through though. I feel we could push through it. Let's see the bottom wick on this next candle. It's negative risk to reward this. I don't like it. Look, 16 pips stop here. Target is 14 pips max target, you know, that's max target. You would need it to push through this big resistance up here as well. That would be the plan, to leave runners. Alright, now we have this 5-minute structure formed. If we can start closing below, that's where our entry will come. Scalping entry, 1 minute close below here, you get scalp entry as well. Otherwise, we just avoid this drawdown. Unpopular opinion based on how GJ moved up recently, sell? Oof. How mad is it? I have to see how mad it is. It's pretty mad with bullish bias here. You know, technically what I've seen happen before is I've seen when GJ, before interest rate decision, GJ likes to move up bullish. Got a great bullish trade yesterday on the GBP JPY. Yes. Till now you're doing real trading. Thank you. Did you have any trade today? I pushed gold sells here and then I closed it at break even and now I'm looking for re-entry on gold. Right? Just to avoid this drawdown. That's why. I don't want to be holding this drawdown. Potentially comes and rejects. I'd rather get an efficient move from point A to point B. Wait for 5-minute close below on gold. Yeah, that would be fine as well. Or if we want to scalp it, we can scalp it with the 15, with the even. I can show you a 1-minute entry. Why didn't draw blue line? Yeah, I didn't have time on that one. Next one, we'll do it. Entry criteria of gold were mixed bias, LTA, break of 15 support, 1 hour bearish candle with rejection of upside. Did I miss anything? No, that was perfect. But we didn't have this top wick now. Now we have a decent top wick. You know? This could be better. That's why half risk? Yes, that's why we went half risk first. Look how we're getting that 5-minute now closing below, right? So if the next one can make top wick, we can have re-entry. Right, re-entry, I can put stops now probably above this 5-minute smaller stop losses and then target something like 20 pips or so. See if we get that. Would like a bottom wick on this 5 though. Yeah, so we can get a good top wick here. Ah, no top wick. If not, I can wait for 1-minute close below here as well. Let's see how it goes. Oh shit. Still might get a 1-minute close. 17 seconds. Oof. No. I think I've missed my entry here, boys. If we can get a retest, then I can get in here. If I can get a retest, I can get in here. Some sort of retest, I can be in. If I can get a retest somewhere up to here, I can get in. To target that stop loss above here. I missed it, wasn't fast enough. I wasn't fast enough. Let's see. Let's see, let's see. Thanks, Harry. I held. Yeah, if you held and you didn't want to hold the top wick, that's also good. I'm looking for a retest here and then I can get in. See where would retest would make sense. Somewhere here. I didn't close, I held it. Nice. No, if you hold the first position here, be at break even. How many people held the first position? You should be at break even, huh? On the first position for sure. I did? Okay, nice. Be it, yeah, just be a break even. If you're happy holding the drawdown, that's fine as well. Got the entry, you caught it? Nice, you were fast enough, well done. I was fucking not fast enough. Hold it? Alright, good. Yeah. Now it would be smart to be at break even. First entry was somewhere here. So yeah, you have space. From my point, I hope it doesn't retest. Yeah, you could also give it a little bit of room as well. Let's see how I can get in here on the retest. If it happens. Ready to survive 1 hour top wick? Yeah, 1 hour could be also nice here. If 1 hour closes like this, could be good. Yeah, I'm gonna be patient with this retest, not to FOMO into anything, right? So I need to see price come back up here, resistance created, then I'm gonna get back in. For me. If you're still in, then you can just be managing the position. I'm more locked in on GJ. Don't you prefer it? For what? What are you looking for? We're at top of range. It's hard, you know, you need a good volume. I think on the 1 hour close we have an option. But we need the 1 hour to close. Out with 15 pips. Alright, nice. For the guys in the original position, it would look something like this. One hour top wick. Well, if you're in the position, you'd hope that there'd just be like volume, open volume. So volume comes in, boom, price opens, small top wick, and then down. Right? That's what you expect. Small top wick and then down. So that was the original position, right? A lot of you guys held, so you didn't mind that top. That tells me a lot. Okay, fine. I probably need to be less risk adverse, but you know when gold reverses, it's really nasty, man. That's what put me off. Just need to gain, but I was half risk anyway, so I should have just taken the SL, but anyways. Not too upset. It was only half risk anyways. Can I enter? You should have been in or you're waiting. For GJ here, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Yes, that's exactly how it always is, right? Point is, don't FOMO now. Now we just have to look for next possible option, if you didn't catch that one. Or held it. Those who held it, you should be probably chilling. Should be chilling now. No real reason to be worrying. If it re-breaks its low, you guys should be good. If this 5 minute breaks this low, it should help it a lot here. Yes, we're chilling. Now worry about the loss. No, it shouldn't. You shouldn't lose this trade, guys. You shouldn't be losing this trade. Now that you're in profit, you shouldn't be losing this trade, all right? Because it doesn't make sense. You tapped into this support zone here. Look at this support zone from back here. You see that? You tapped into that. That's where you're rejecting off now. So you shouldn't lose this. You shouldn't lose this. You should just hold and let it do its thing now. Hopefully the 1 hour is going to give you volume. In 2 minutes. You have 2 minutes for the 1 hour close. Hopefully that gives you volume. But this time, don't let yourself lose this, right? Just be break even. Because it doesn't make sense in my opinion. Now if you want to take full SL, then manage your SL maybe to the top of this 15-minute high. Nobody? I mean I'm break even? Okay, good. Big boy level? Damn, what's this, bro? I can't see it. This is balloons fights or something? What's the name of that game? Entering GJ break of highs. You need the 1 hour close above, man. Don't rush this. You need the 1 hour close above. Trust me. We're Lambo now? Well, if you listen, then maybe you get the Lambo. If this does come to break even, at least I'll feel a little better, right? But I don't want that for you guys. So you expect London to pull back? Well, you need the close above on the 1 hour. This trade is not valid without the close. You're still respecting 4 hour resistance, respecting 30-minute resistance. It's not ideal. Breaking this high here is very impulsive. Very, very, very impulsive. I mean, did we close above the 1 hour resistance? Yeah, nipple close above here. Let's see on this broker. Yeah, just about closing above. But you'll have to run 1 hour stops, right? So you expect it to break through this zone. What about gold? Yeah, gold, look, giving you that push down here with the hour. So once this hour flips, you don't want it to reflip. You want it just to continue down now. Hit your TP somewhere around here, this bottom of these rejections here. If it reflips, it probably come back to break even, right? If 1 hour make top wick, yeah, but you run 1 hour stops, right? Because this would be based on 1 hour. See that liquidity grab? I mean, to scalp it, the only way you can scalp is if you get 5 close below or 1 close below. Bro, I have terrible issue with fear and trade. Original plan on first position was TP or SL. Got scared in drawdown and took. Yeah, but then if your original plan was TP or SL, then just close the charts. Close the charts. And if you didn't get chance to be out at break even, you have to leave it, right? Can't do anything with that. You can't then over manage it, right? Let's say you miss break even. If you miss break even, then you say, okay, I missed my break even, then I have to accept here because now I'm over managing, right? I mean, with half risk and managing with a 30 pip stop loss at 11, it's not end of the world, but you can't let yourself put yourself in that tough position, you know? $15-minute buys above 1117. No, I think the 1 hour, if you're gonna play it off the 1 hour, then the 1 hour break of high makes sense as well here. But you have to put stop below the 1 hour. I think there could be a 50-minute buy above 194, to be honest. What do you think about prop trading? Better with own capital? Can you trade with your own capital first? If that's the case, then yeah, take a prop firm if you need access to capital, right? There's no harm in that. There's no harm in that at all. Yeah, 15 above 194 I think is a shot here. 15 close above 194 I think is a shot. I'll look at that. Should we buy gold? Not just yet, I think. I think these sells are still playing out. You still have opportunity for these sells to play out. If not, then they're just gonna come back to entry. And that's it. Appreciate you guys showing up to the stream. If we could do the YouTube business, would appreciate it. Get the likes up to 250, would appreciate that. If the previous 5 closes engulfing, yeah, it needs, strong engulfing. That would be a scalp position. But you would try to target something, you know, you would look for, what's this? It's like 13 pips for 13 pips. Yeah, you'd look for a 1-to-1. That would make sense for a 1-to-1 for sure. As a scalp position, right? I do agree with that. 1 hour close below 4 hour resistance, yeah. That's why it's not the best, and I prefer the 15 getting back above 94, so you don't have to worry about this chop, because here would just be continuation from yesterday, 8 pips to this resistance, and then potential continuation past that resistance. My account got blown with the sell. Bro, how? How? You must have pressed buy then, unfortunately. I hope you didn't press buy. If you press buy, then it will blow your account for sure. But it never even came close to stop loss, so there's no way you could be... If your account was going to be blown at stop loss, then you're not following proper risk management, so I'd recommend you go study a bit more risk management. And secondly, it never even came close to stop loss, so there's no way your account can be blown, unless, I don't know what you're doing though. Have to be doing something weird. I stupidly with over risking. You can't over risk with only 8 pip drawdown, 9 pip drawdown. It's too much to over risk. Especially on a 30 pip stop loss. Doesn't work like that. No 15-minute close above? No, not yet. Yeah, that's why I'm hesitant on this, right? 1 hour did, as Shah said, close below 4 hour resistance. Might have to take a while. That's why just be patient for that close above, you know? Scalp entry will be at this 5-minute closes bearish somewhere where my mouse is. That's going to be a scalp entry, stop above the 5. target next support down here somewhere where this TP is. How much do you have till there? Worth it? 11, 12 pips. Yeah, could be worth it. I might try that. Do you use melting again? Did it pop up first? Oh yeah. Yeah, pretty hard consolidation. That's why you need to be careful with obviously trying to... This might end up being liquidity grab because we just tapped that support right there, right? Have to be careful with that as well. Might have a 5-minute continuation play here, breaking this low once this candle closes here. Next one, top wick. Probably give that the same risk shot. If we can break this low here, might give that second half risk shot here. Try get a 1-to-1 scalp. If you don't want to take a scalp, of course scalps are more riskier, less percent chance of playing out, but I do think it's an option here. I can risk some of yesterday's profits and give that a shot. Alright, got triggered there, got triggered, damn. Got triggered when we broke the lows here. See if we can continue down. So that first position, just gonna remove it because it's annoying me. I got triggered on that. See if we can push down here. Look to break even around this level here. I wonder if being mental break even here is going to be a smart choice. Or I can manage with something closing back in the range. I'm just going to leave it for now. Risk is adjusted on this. Risk is adjusted. If you're not comfortable with the position, if it comes back to entry now, you can get out. Get out if it comes back to entry if you're not comfortable, because it is slightly riskier. We expect it to push straight away realistically. But I'm happy with I can always manage this trade. This is personal. I have profits to play with. Should be good here. I'm not gonna follow my plan and move to break even when I get to my break even point. I want to see a strong close here. Where my mouse is would be good, a strong close. I want to see it close strong here would be ideal. Alright, 5 minute no bottom wick. Would like to see it make its top wick flip and break the lows. Once it breaks the lows, I don't expect it to reflip and break the highs here. Are you going to be up B? If you're uncomfortable, you can, but I think I'm going to manage this trade instead. Depends on how your risk tolerance is and stuff here, because this is a scalp, right? I want to see it at least flip. That would be ideal. Give me a chance to manage if it can flip. Once it breaks the lows, we should be safe to go break even, to be honest. Especially on a scalp. There we go. Right, now that we've broken the lows, gonna be mental break even here. I'm gonna watch it tap my entry. We can watch this on 1 minute and I'll show you how we do this. So basically that 1 minute range, we break above that 1 minute range, that's where I'm gonna be closing, right? If we get above there. But for now, we're okay. All right. This is a trade not to hold, not like the last one. This is a scalp, guys, right? So we just want this 1 minute to make top wick now, flip, and then give us a push. Come on, gold, some volume here. Do it for Harry. Quick 10 pips, come on. Don't struggle now, don't struggle now. Just go, just go. Yeah, so now it has to respect here. If it gets above there, then guess what? I'm going to take a second break-even trade for today, which won't be ideal. But we won't lose today. That's the main thing here. All right, about to tap my break-even. Can I survive? Come on. Reject now. Reject now. Full rejection. Okay. Okay. I like. All right. Now push. Just give me something here. Just a little juice, please, Mr. Gold. Be like GJ. Be nice. Give me a little juice here. Little juice for a Tuesday morning here. Little juice. Come on. Little juice here. Ooh, that was close. Can we survive? Let's go. This next 5 has to do it here. This next 5 has to do it. Some juice. Here we go. Now I'm full hard break even. This comes to my break even, then that's it. I'm game over here. Game over there. Bro, give me something here, gold. Come on. 12 pips I'm looking for here. Something like that. 11, 12 pips. There we go. Okay. There we go. Looking to close some here. Looking to close. Okay, here we go. I'm out. That's it. Finally. Thank you, gold. Close there for 12 pips. Like I said, give me my 12 pips. Give me my 12 pips. Nice. Finally. Ugh. Little scalp. Oh yeah. Be out, secure up. Got my trade too, well done. Tough scalp, it was. Scalps are normally fast, but we just had to sit through it. That setup one, yeah, it was 1 hour rebreak of the lows, close below, 5-minute resistance form to continue down, give you your 12 pips. Well done. Thanks, Harry. Got 21 pips, entered a little bit earlier. Oh, wow, well done. That's great. That's great. At least gold delivered here. Well done. To those who took, first one break even, and I told you we could look for that re-entry, right? Told you we can look for that re-entry. See what Lobs is. Oh, nice, man. Good stop loss placement. Safe stop loss placement. I like it. Give it room. That's how it is. Congrats to everyone who caught that. W's to everyone who caught that. Congrats who held it, watched us do it, how we managed from that 1 minute range. Look, it never broke the 1 minute range. We said, remember, when it breaks the 1 minute range, we're out. We're out. Even if I take minus 1-2 pips because it breaks it fast, I'll take it. Right? So that's what we wanted. We don't mind it retesting the 1 minute range. Let it retest and then come back. Did you capture 12 pips including spread? Yes. 11 point. I'll tell you exactly here on my broker. Here, look. Let's see. So my opening price was 23.13 and closing price was 23.12 18. So yeah, about 11 point something pips. Yeah, that's it for what we took here. 12 pepperonis. It was a sell. Extended setup, 5-minute entry as well. Let's head over to GJ. Yeah, let's have a look at what GJ's doing. Yeah, GJ, you see GJ struggling below that 194. Let it get above 194, boys, and then look to take buys. My slipped 2-3 pips away. I don't know what happened to my magic keys. Maybe there was a delay in latency for your magic keys, but I'm glad you moved BE. It's just annoying. Toto's image. I have to download this image. Can you send it in Discord? I'll see it easier. Thanks for the coffee. Send it in Discord. Let me see from Discord. Look at this. This is a good plan. Clean up. Yeah, I like this plan. Early buys. Any chance to re-enter gold right here? Personally, no. I think I caught the last of the move. I won't be... Well, if it pushes more, it pushes more. But this is even a little greedy, this move that I'm taking. It's more of a scalp. I risked on this trade. I risked $400 on this trade. Made 350. So 1-to-1 basically. It's not actually, I didn't even risk 1% on this realistically, so I didn't, and this is where it makes, because I made point, I'd say 0.8 that was. I'm up 100%, thanks Harry, damn. I got my first payout, $1,050, thanks to you, bruv. Thank you, thank you. No haters when you're winning, right? Weird. If pushing more, no problem. Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to secure something. This week now is starting to shape up a little bit now. 2 wins. First time on stream today. I'm not even reading that. That's a waste of time to read. You called for the haters? Yeah, that it seems like a bot. Oh, it's the same guy as yesterday, remember? It's the same guy as yesterday. Yeah, this is run for TP2 here now, even TP2 being smashed. What if I put buy stop? I prefer the close, man. I prefer the close. Just let it close above. Be patient. GJ's moving very slow. Action is happening on gold here. That's why I moved my focus to gold. We're seeing a lot of action happen here on gold. Add the win and brie on stream results. Yeah, you're right. Tradesharpe, how can I join your Zoom? Oh, Zoom link is only available for the guys in the exclusive group, right? So if you're part of the exclusive group, every day we send the Zoom link. You get access to the Zoom, and then you get access to all of the content and all of that stuff. How did you get triggered when you entered price? Literally as it broke, I snapped it. I'll show you my entry. These are my 2 entries for today. I have MetaTrader open. Anyways, I sent it in Discord. I have MetaTrader because it just these ones, right? First trade break even, second trade entered break of low to continue down. You're fast on second entry. Yeah, look at accurate entry. You see, literally as we broke the low, boom, in. You see. He's back hating, I like it, brother, I like it. The exclusive is bullshit, no trades taken. There was literally a trade taken yesterday, just so you know, just for your information, to let you hate, go see. Literally the plan sent in the exclusive. Buys above here, liquidity grab first. Look what happened. Liquidity grab, buys above. So there you go. There you go, there you go. Dropped 50 lots on gold, copied my signal, and now you won. Well done. Good job, man. Good job. More like O is in drawdown. What do you take in Asian? Very nice. Good night, Harry. Gotta sleep for NY. Take care, take care. I have another trade, but I'm mental break even. Let me see your trade on GU. Oh, it come on my second screen. Alright. Session buys bearish, that makes sense. You could even manage it with something closing back inside the range. Depends how much profits you have. You have 5-minute structure now, which is beautiful. Yeah, this is, if this 5-minute closes above here, I think it will be game over. Right, if this 5-minute closes above here. Remember why I don't like this zone? Because we're at 4 hour. So I don't actually disagree with your mental break even. I don't like this zone because of how close we are to the support. But if we're gonna push through it, then obviously now that we have 5-minute structure below, it's a lot better. But if this 5-minute candle closes back above the range, it's done. Yeah, we're at bottom of range. So this is kind of like, this is not a trade that you want to marry, right? Tradesharpe, how can I join the group? I don't know. Let me see if that guy who said he wanted to join is gonna join. If he did join, then there's only 2 spots left. Or yeah, he didn't. So you have space. You have space. You can just join from the website, man. Marry the trade and divorce at BE. I like that. I like that saying. Marry the trade and divorce at BE. Not bad saying. Current run rate 77.1, updated. Sure, thank you, brother. Nice pullback on GJ. If we close above 194, should be high probabilities. since we're top of the range, it's not going to be the highest probability trades, but it is a trade, if that makes sense, right? Because look, you're at resistance. So you're trading into this resistance, which is the same as trading into this resistance. But you're just, this is going to be, there's a higher chance that when we do close above that, right? When we do close above that, you'll break through it. There's a higher chance. My win rate is 40% and I'm still profitable. Yes, if you're a risk to reward trader, that is for sure true. You can be profitable on 40% win rate. My win rate was 30% when I was trading risk to reward, but I was still not profitable. So I stopped trading risk to reward. How many years till you did your first withdrawal? First withdrawal came after a year. First withdrawal was $1,000. That's it. Because I spent 6 months recovering what I lost. So I could, you know, I made 4 grand, but was only, no, I made 5 grand, but was only able to withdraw 1 grand because of how much I lost. That's a nice move. Still dumping this gold here. Good volume in gold today. Great volume. Yeah, interesting here to miss my first entry up here. So get this entry, avoid the drawdown, personal decision, right? Avoid the drawdown, personal decision. Look for re-entry, miss my entry, be patient, wait for the second this to happen again, structure formed, and then get my re-entry again. How much did I lose when I started? Oof. 7k I lost when I started. Like if I was to calculate around, yeah, 7k. It was not fun at that time. Because at that time, listen, I did well in crypto. I'm blessed for that, right? I'm blessed that I did well in crypto, but it wasn't it wasn't fun, to be honest. Because at that time, you know, wasn't earning monthly income or something like that. Makes it extremely tough. Where's Toto's images? How did you handle losing streaks when you first started? I'm curious, how do you control impulsive trading entries? Loving the stream, bro. I've tried to find out why am I losing. The problem back then, it was different because I wasn't profitable. So the reason I was losing is because what I was doing was not profitable. So there's a big difference between losing when you're not profitable and losing when you have a strategy that you know that works but still lose. So take 2 examples. Say now I'm teaching people to trade and they go on a losing streak. If they go on a losing streak, I highly doubt that it's something that it's not going to be something that they're doing with the strategy. It's going to be either psychological or something that they're viewing wrong. So there's 2 differences. Whereas me, when I was losing in the beginning, it was okay, there's something wrong as well with my strategy, which was a massive problem, because then I started trying to change strategy as well. Any promo code for the exclusive group? Promo code is nothing. I'm telling you, there's no group out there that you are going to be able to discuss directly with the owner. Speak to me on Zoom, get message answered. Yesterday, I answered message. Look what time first message was sent. You can go see yesterday, first time message sent. Look, 7:11 a.m. is when I sent the message yesterday. and I was sending messages in New York chat till, not here, till 7:24. That's 12 hours active in the group. 12 hours I'm giving support and making sure everything is under control. That's literally 12 hours, 7 to 7. You're not gonna get that. I can't, I'm the cheapest out there as well. You know, if I wanted to do this for money, I jack up the price. I never live stream. I say, okay, I'm coming. We're gonna do a session. I show up for 30 minutes. I give my trades and ideas and I leave. That's just for money. No education, no community. I don't know who joins. I don't know who leaves. All of that stuff. How many lots do you normally trade? This position took 4. Because yesterday's GJ trade made $500, so I didn't want to risk more than that, and then end up losing that and be negative for the week. That's why. And yeah, that's pretty much the session. Whenever we get these heavy volume, very clean zone here, it's good to be a little bit more aggressive. We have to adapt with these market conditions. A lot of people who've been watching me for a long time, you're probably not going to be used to this type of trading where getting in, getting out and stuff like it's just because this is gold in London. But you can see that it does play out and we're pretty accurate, right? But the time, remember, the time it does reject this here, this can go straight to SL. We've seen it before, we've had it before, fake out, close back in the range, bye-bye. SL, then later come below, we take the re-entry. This didn't go, we avoided drawdown. Re-entry here, I missed myself, wasn't fast enough, stayed patient, wait for, luckily we got the retracement, re-entered again, boom. Now I decided to close at 12 pips. I think that's my improvement in this trade, is there's no reason to close at 12 pips, as nothing was rejecting, everything was clean. Even 1 minute structure was continuing beautifully bearish, so I could have made this a bigger risk to reward trade here. Right? So that's my improvement on this trade for today, and that's what I'm going to take from today's session. And that's it. Right? That's it. So yeah. Sells? Yeah, we did take sells. We did take sells. This is the 2 positions I took. Just for your reference. Took this position here. Stopped at BE. Then I took a second position here. I closed for 12 pips. Those were my 2 positions. This got stopped out at break even, first one, second one held. And that's what I mean. I had no reason to close, right? Nothing was doing it. Didn't even come back to entry, right? So we removed this. This was the first position here with the second one we took. Look, we go down. I close somewhere here. Even if I hold at BE here, never comes back to entry. I think I just wanted to secure something for the day, but all I can be doing is trailing stop losses. So how would I trail stop loss? Probably on 5-minute highs or 5-minute candle closing bullish. But now I can turn this into a 1 to 2.3 risk to reward, right? Which would have been better to get bigger risk to reward on this. Was second trade full risk? Pretty much almost, yeah. On gold, I only like to risk 1%. So yeah. Backtest first? No, this is fine. So I literally could now trail stop loss above this high. Right, and I say fine, if price breaks this high, I'm out. Trailing stop loss. and then just ride it towards the downside. That could have been a better idea here. So that's my improvement from this trade. Turn this into a bigger risk to reward trade. See? Now you don't go broke taking profits, but it's good. GJ could give us close above soon. If it manages to get above, yes. But you want 94, I would prefer 94 in my opinion. I mean, there's still the 1 hour trade is still active here. Almost took you out, but still active. There it goes, my full TP hit almost. Let's go, Antonio. Let's go, let's go. Sitting out? Why? Confidence? There's some elements I base my decision on. Alright, we'll see. Discuss that now. Can you see what you sent in general? Let me have a look. Yeah, that's the trade based on 30 minutes. If this is top above 15, yeah, that's the one we took, but you held it. Well done. Nice, nice. Well managed. What's this trade on? Euro Japanese yen. Yeah, look, man, nothing broke. Yeah, nothing broke. This is tough here. This candle did not close above resistance. This candle is leaving rejection wick. Not going to be the best. Oh, you went B. Okay, yeah, that's great. If you went B, then you managed it well. You know? Based on these, I'm trying to sell after a big push. 15 closed back in the range, marked by 4-hour watch zone. This 15 closed back in range, which is why it tempted me to get out break even first, and then I had my re-entry. That I can understand. Anyways, guys, I'm gonna end stream here. Congrats to everyone who took the trade. Very informational today. 2 trades taken. First one break even. Second one, I personally went break even as I was more risk adverse on that one, as I know gold likes to give nasty pullbacks, and as we have no structure here to protect stop loss, I didn't want to get stop loss hit. But as I knew idea made sense for sales to continue, I had a second re-entry option here. I missed it, wasn't fast enough. The second one I was boy ready because I saw how fast this one literally broke it. Luckily, even if it broke it and you missed the first entry, it came back up to the entry and hovered at my entry for a little bit, so you could have got in then. You know. So yeah, that's the plan for today. Appreciate everyone. Take care. Trade sharp, and hopefully catch you guys very, very soon. Peace. See you guys.